We're fucking live. Yay. What's up, everybody? It's fucking Casual
Hello.
Thursdays, number 5. Number 5. We missed the Thursday last week. That's because your boy has a social life. So we had to miss it, okay? I'm Lewis. That's Jess. Everyone be nice to Jess. Be nice, okay?
Wait, who's being mean to me? Is someone being mean to me? I don't know.
I'm
Because I
just
haven't been checking.
I'm just joking.
But they will be mean to me later, so it's okay.
Nobody has been nobody really has nobody hasn't been mean to they mostly been mean to like me. They're like
When people do leave comments, because sometimes there's no comments, but when
yeah.
they do leave comments, they seem pretty reasonable so far.
Some yeah.
Even though someone told me during my playoff bracket, someone posted like completely wrong or dead wrong. And I just want to say half my bracket is still very much alive.
Yeah, literally. Literally we all went 5-1. And if you would have been a Brock Purdy homer, you would have been 6-0. You know what I'm saying? Like it would have been
Yeah, I know. If I would have just I didn't think San Fran can pull it off. I really didn't think they could.
I,
But now it's almost like maybe they don't give a fuck about nothing and they're just gonna steamroll through all their issues and fucking win.
they might, yo. That's the thing about the playoffs is
No,
like
I think it's gonna I think it's gonna their run is gonna end in Seattle.
but you know what's funny is like when Kyle Shanahan, the year after he misses a playoff game for the last like 5 years, he goes to the
They
NFC
go to the
Championship
Super Bowl
because NFC Championship
with
game,
the
Super
NFC
Bowl. You know what I'm saying?
Championship.
Like he's always there. Daniel's in the chat. Bring on the hate is what I'll say. There you go. Period, Daniel. Period.
I
That's
can't
right.
believe you're gonna be rooting for Darnold.
He
He was
really is.
supposedly
He's gonna root for
injured
Darnold.
or questionable, which I think is ridiculous. Why would they even put that out there?
I mean, you gotta post the
He's
injury.
got bruised ribs. Is that what you're saying? He's got
Yeah,
his side hurts,
his
his
oblique
obliques.
is in pain. Yeah, he has a bad oblique, unfortunately. It's like, okay, cool. He's a little sore. You know what I'm saying?
But
Like,
why announce that? Was
m-
did he not practice? Because
m-
why would they say that?
you know what? Maybe it's to give the 49ers some false hope. Like, you know what? Y'all think
But
y'all
you
gonna
can't.
win?
They
Here you
can't
go.
think Kyle Shanahan's that stupid that he would like.
Here you go.
Is it true? Like he's not gonna give a fuck if he's like injured or
Yo,
not.
Kyle
Like
Shanahan don't even care when his own players get hurt. Think he give a fuck when your players get hurt? Right? He don't care. Unless if you're not George Kittle, he don't give a fuck. Or CMC, that's it. Purdy, he didn't even care about. He's like, all right, we got Mac. All right, next man up, bro. Come on, get the fuck in the game, bro. Sam is my Pookie Bear now.
oh stop
Daniel
it,
has a
stop
new
it.
Pookie
Don't lie.
Bear.
He's a lying ass wipe. Don't say
Da-
he's not your friend. And don't you start saying that shit either. Let Lewis be the only one calling another man Pookie Bear, please, please.
Well, I don't just call any man Pookie Bear. You gotta understand, it's the man I call Pookie.
I don't think he would want you to call him that. So don't
I
do
think
that.
Baker
Don't ruin
Mayfield.
your chances of ever meeting him in person.
Yo, honestly, if Baker Mayfield saw my clips, I don't know how he would feel about it. Like if an NFL player
He
that
would be
we
like,
talked
bro,
about,
don't call me Pookie Bear.
nah, you know what, he would find it funny, cause he finds things funny.
He can find it
You know what
funny.
I'm
I
saying? He'd
just
be
feel
like,
like
yo,
he
it's
would be
funny,
like,
bro.
also, please don't call me Pookie Bear.
I'll be like, I Pookie. I would. Yo, it's my guy, bro. Yo, Baker Mayfield. If you watching this, which you're not, but if you is ever in life in the future, if your wife sees, if a cousin of yours sees this, yo, I would love to interview Baker Mayfield. I think that would be a fucking phenomenal. I would love
Oh
to like
yeah,
go
for
down to
sure, for
Tampa.
sure.
Yo, bro, get traded to New York so you could be here more. You know what I'm saying? Like shit like that. It would just be phenomenal.
Yeah. He can't come now. They like Jackson Dart.
Well, the Jets. Hello.
Oh, the Jets. I don't think we're gonna be going after him.
All right, fair enough. It's Daniel goes. It's only 1 week, so that he can beat Brock. he's only a homer for Sam because he just wants Brock to lose. I stay hating. Yes, he does. You do stay hating, Daniel, and that's okay. But Jess, I got some things that I want to touch on. Oh my God, he signed a 4-year, $240 million deal. God, fuck, we're cooked.
Harbaugh.
His name is no, his name is Kyle Tucker. He's the baseball player I was telling you about.
Oh, the baseball
Signed with
player.
the Dodgers. It's 4 years, $240 million.
Congratulations to him.
That's a lot of money. Yep. Welp. Dodgers just keep getting better, and and Daniel. I don't want to talk about. Okay, we'll talk about something else. We'll talk about something better. Let's talk about.
Don't worry, Daniel. I was not about to spend Casual Tuesday talking about baseball.
I really don't. I'm pissed. Fucking bull. All right, let's talk about something that made me happy this morning. It was fantastic because here's how I found out about this news. So I was about to go to bed at like 12 something at night.
And you heard the text messages go off.
Like I saw the text message of Daniel where it's like the screenshot of the thing or like the Twitter post of it. And as I'm on the phone with Beanish, I'm like, okay, let me, I'm literally saying good night to her. And then I tap the text and I see it, the tweet with John Harbaugh and Jackson Dart like cropped in, like, you know what I'm saying? And then I immediately go, oh my God, holy fucking shit. Oh my God, we got fucking John Harbaugh. Let's fucking go. All right, good night. I need to record a video. Bye. And then I fucking turn my computer on, turn on OBS, fucking recorded a video in like 7 minutes, made a thumbnail, put that shit online. John Harbaugh is the new head coach of the New York Giants.
Fine. You guys are lucky.
It's been 9.
You guys are lucky.
It's been 9 years or 10 years. Close, probably 9 years. No, 10. Because Tom Coughlin, I think he left in 2015. After
Do you know why he went to the Giants? Do you know why he chose the Giants out of all the other wild organizations that needed a coach?
Why?
Do you know why?
Why?
Do you know why? It was something that
was it because
fake ass Giants fan?
Is it because Eli Manning and Tom Coughlin hit him up and was like, "Bro, you need to go here"?
You don't appreciate history. All of that.
I do appreciate the history, but when you're talking
out of
about
all those other places that have openings, are they halfway as attractive as the Giants?
Nothing is as attractive as the Giants. The Giants are always attractive.
I'm not going to say nothing is attractive. What I'm going to say is that it's definitely a franchise, and I'm not going to say like recent history, but within the last 20 years, they've actually had like 2 Super Bowls.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
and
awesome. Who they won the Super Bowl against is what makes it so fucking legendary.
Prime Tom Brady.
But even before then,
Lewis, you don't appreciate history. Stop. And when we're talking about the fucking modern day, it's so hard to fucking
he remembers
talk
the 80s and the 90s and the era of Tom Coughlin, and he was like, "Yeah, you know what? I will fucking definitely go."
And I'm sure that
who needs it? The Cardinals.
Like, and
I'm go there.
And I'm sure that's cool.
The Raiders,
right? That's cool. That's nostalgia. That's cool. But if we're talking about, recent history, which I like to talk about because we're shit now.
They've been terrible. They've been terrible.
So I talk about my team in the now. Look, we've had success in the past. I hope that fucking continues on in the future and that happens again one day. Because the last 10 years, we've been shit.
That's why there's another. You still have to give the franchise credit because they're thinking of the future. They don't want to be shit. The owner actually is like, no, I need a good fucking head coach. He could have gotten someone cheaper.
There we go.
But no, the organization, sometimes they hit.
Took them 10 years.
Because they want to win.
Took them 10 years. I've had to sit through Ben McAdoo, that fuckface. I've had to sit through Pat Shurmur, that absolute guy who doesn't know how to call offense. Unless you're an OC.
All about that person.
Exactly. Do you remember Joe Judge going for a fucking QB sneak on 3rd and 14? Yeah, I remember that. Those were 2 hard fucking long years, baby, of absolute shite ball. It's hard. Look, I understand, and I love that the Giants won 2 Super Bowls. But in recent memory, they've been so I've had to sit through Ben McAdoo calling plays.
They have, but look, the other franchises that are available, they haven't been much better. But listen, the other franchises that are available, have they been much better? The Dolphins?
No.
Who else is available?
No.
The Raiders?
No.
The Cardinals?
No.
Who else is missing? team? Who else is missing a head
Falcons?
coach?
No, they've been nowhere.
The Falcons? No, absolutely not.
Yeah. Lewis, compare your 10 years compared to the Jets. Who's worse? Be honest. Of course, it's the Jets.
Yeah, exactly.
Of course, it's the Jets. But this is why I can't have conversations with y'all, because y'all don't have nothing on your side ever. You know what I'm saying? So it's like,
So
of course you would
fucking trust us.
of
So
course,
trust
of course
us.
you would take. Of course,
Trust
you guys
us.
love talking about the legacy and the history of it because it's y'all don't have none. So that's why, because if y'all had
No,
some, y'all would y'all would be like, yo, this team is
but
shit
look.
right now. Like, they won Super Bowls in the past. Let's get
Look,
back to that.
we never said they were good. Wait. When the fuck did we say that they were good? We never said that. We are just saying that I think the reason why John Harbaugh chose the Giants
Of
is because
course.
compared to the other organizations, they just have they have a better history, they have a better track record, and this owner has made moves trying to actually move the franchise in the right direction
Thank you,
besides
John.
blowing it with Saquon.
Thank you, John. Thank you.
So obviously he felt more comfortable with it. It wasn't a question. He didn't even interview with anyone else. It wasn't a fucking question, bro.
Son,
He wasn't even entertaining
they
anyone
went to
else.
the facility. They went out to fucking Steak and Wine. Sealed them. Reeled them right in. Fucking hook, line, and sink, baby. Fucking get them over here. You're not leaving New Jersey, bucko. You're not even fucking think. Where do you think you're going?
You know,
Miami?
he wasn't interested.
no.
Look, he wasn't interested in none of that other shit. All those other organizations, they're too sloppy. You know, the Giants have been bad, but those other organizations are just not. They lack a lot of shit.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
And you guys got Jackson Dart.
Oh,
You have Scatterboo. You have Neighbor. So you have things that are attractive to him. What he wants to use to build a team.
Yeah, I just, you know.
So it's not. Who was surprised except for Stephen A. Smith? Who was surprised?
He was
that
surprised.
he went there. He doesn't think it as like a great move.
Hold on. Let me rationalize that dumb sentence that he just said. Hold on. So he doesn't think.
Why don't you look up his take?
So he doesn't
Stephen A.
think.
Smith.
Wait, he doesn't think it's a.
And we can
great
comment
move.
on it. We can react.
Stephen A. Smith, John Harbaugh take. Stephen A. Smith, John Harbaugh, not knocking my socks off. Is that what he said? No.
He went on a whole 15 minutes on why
Stephen A. and Dan
Dan.
get heated over Giants likely hiring John Harbaugh. It might be this one. Isn't bringing up the Super Bowl for John Harbaugh and the Giants. I think it might be this one. Might be this video.
I'll let you know. Pull it up and I can see because I saw what
closing
they
in
were
on
wearing.
hiring-
I was watching.
Was it like a
live.
breaking news kind of thing? Because
Well, they talked about it this morning.
He definitely picked the best team on the market. Yeah, with the right free agent signing, they are a playoff team next year. I firmly believe that. You know what? I think we have the what do you call it? The chance to be the best team in the NFC East next year. I think there's
Well,
good
it's definitely
optimism.
a huge improvement. But I wouldn't be. I mean, you guys are definitely going to win more games. I think next year. I don't know if you'll be in the playoffs next year, but you could be competing for it.
Yeah. Like, especially with some of these games that I was watching this year of the Giants, like, we were winning against good playoff teams. A number 1 seed, the fucking number 2 seeded Bears. We were playing really good against some of these
look,
teams.
Dart looks like he's gonna might cut out to be something special. or
Yeah,
something
yeah,
good.
Colin
It's-
Coward. Fucking idiot. Stupid. Colin Coward, you're so dumb. What's wrong with you? What a dummy. Have I ever told you that, Jez? He's dumb. Sorry.
Sometimes he has very dumb takes. I like Colin Coward, I do, but sometimes it's almost like, wait, what?
Yeah.
Why are you saying like you don't believe what you don't believe what you just said.
Yeah, it's really dumb. I don't understand it, but all right, let me pull it up here. Stephen A's thing. All right, screen share. There we go. Is this the video right here? Was Dan Orlovsky chatting in this video too?
It was Dan, Ryan Clark, and Stephen A.
Dan, Ryan Clark, and Stephen A. Okay, let me go over here. Okay, I gotta be here.
What was that because it was this morning. I don't know why they say likely hiring.
So it says 11
He was
hours
in studio.
ago. 11 hours.
Oh no, he's not. Oh, 11 hours. Okay, play.
Is that? Might be. Is it Ryan Clark?
Yeah.
Yep, that's Ryan Clark. There it is. All right.
Yes.
So here we go,
this is
chat.
today.
So we're going to play the John Harbaugh what do you call it? Like Stephen A. reacting to the John Harbaugh news and him not being impressed apparently. So let's get to it.
John Harbaugh. Harbaugh spent the last 18 seasons with the Ravens, where he had only 3 losing seasons. This year, the Ravens were the only team that were 1 win away, really 1 field goal away from making the playoffs. Meanwhile, the Giants have gone 7-27 over their last 2 seasons combined. Certainly, this is the type of coach a franchise like the Giants could use in terms of Harbaugh. Now, this is not officially official. It sounds like they're still working out some numbers and some contract details, but nonetheless, Stephen A., what's your reaction to this?
So.
Yeah, so.
Why do I? But why do I feel like he's feeling? He's
so.
feeling salty because of the Steelers.
So. Yo, Stephen A, you fucking you motherfucker, Stephen A. Hold on, let me put this on the screen a little bit. Let me put Stephen A on the screen right here. Hold up, chat. I need chat's opinion. Can you guys see the screen? You can see the screen, Jess, right? Hold on. I gotta go to.
I can see it, yeah, but Daniel's at work, so he can't see nothing.
Hold on. I gotta go to the thing to see, cause for.
On YouTube.
Yeah. Okay. It does show. It's only when I pull it up. Okay, it does show. Okay, I'm good. All right, we're good. Cause when I click off of it, it doesn't show. Yeah, you can see it. Okay, copy. So yeah, that's the thing, cause with Discord it says like, oh, we're still running, like your stream in the background if I'm on OBS. If I click on the OBS, but if I'm in Discord it shows. So that's fine. All right, here we go. So he's like so on the move. All right, Steven.
Harbaugh definitely deserves a job. He definitely deserves to be a head coach, but am I thrilled? Am I over the moon about it for a New York Giants franchise that's been 7-27 over the last 2 years? Not particularly.
How? Like my thing is like, how can he not be? How can you not like this?
Well, he's gonna explain.
But like
he's gonna explain his reason.
But like I'm trying to think of like what stupid reason can he give to just, you know what?
I think that this is one of those situations where, you still got the GM that's there. And if you're John Harbaugh, you're bringing Todd Monken with you, the guy that doesn't know when to give Derrick Henry the ball half the time. So, I'm looking at it from that standpoint. And I'm saying, my God, you didn't want to give Derrick Henry the ball. You're going to give it to Scatterbull? I just don't know what you're going to do right now. It's not a bad hire. John Harbaugh's been in the NFL coaching for 18 years. He's a Super Bowl champion. I get all of that. My whole point is that you had Lamar Jackson for the last 7.5 years and you couldn't get over the hump. We know how you guys struggled this year. We've heard noise coming out of Baltimore about how he seemed a bit detached and whatever. I like John Harbaugh. I like him a lot. I know that the man can coach. I'm not trying to be disrespectful in any way whatsoever, but he's not walking out the door in the same fashion that Mike Tomlin walked out the door. He was pushed out. It was an owner that had a press conference yesterday that told the world, you know what? They said, when asked if Loop had made that field goal, would that have changed things? He said, yeah, for about a week. The owner said that. So, at some point in time, they just reached a point where whatever we used to think of John Harbaugh, they were indicating that some luster has dimmed from that.
Yeah, well, of course. Right? Like, that's my thing. Like, the reason why coaches get fired is because, like, sometimes voices run thin. You know what I'm saying? Like, sometimes the same message isn't hitting in the locker room the same anymore as it once was 10 years ago. Right? That's why Mike Tomlin chose to step down. Right? Because, like, sometimes you just need to change the scenery.
Well, he said he grew that there's rumors that he kind of grew detached. So it sounds like this was almost a mutual breakup that the owner just initiated first, because when you seem detached, you're kind of over it too. But it sounds like him and the owner were not on good terms. For him to be like, oh yeah, I would have kept him for like a week.
Yeah,
he had made up his mind before the season started that if they don't make the fucking playoffs and they don't get to the AFC Championship at least, he's out. The writing has probably been on the wall.
My thing is like,
I know he couldn't get it done with Lamar, but maybe that was a two-way street.
I'm not gonna lie. Did we see the way Lamar played in some of those playoff games?
Yeah, he didn't show up. He made a lot.
Just saying, It's hard to run the ball when you're losing in a game. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's kind of hard to run the ball.
And why they didn't use, like he said, you didn't use Derrick Henry right this year. So what was the excuse on that? And that's a coaching decision.
He didn't use him right for like one game. It's the one recency bias game where they were winning against the Patriots, and then they didn't use him all fourth quarter, which was bad. It was really bad. I'm not trying to say like what like the coach's decision was like good or anything, but that was bad. But like we're taking one game from a person's 18 years in Baltimore to try to characterize him as a coach. You see what I'm saying? Like it's a bit crazy. I think he's gonna. I think this is a phenomenal hire. You know what he's gonna bring a standard and a foundation to a team that has been foundationless for since what 2014, 15, when Tom Coughlin was getting out the door. You know,
well, he'll establish a culture.
That's what the Giants need right now, because you are right. This is one of the premier franchises in the NFL. This team has won 4 fucking Lombardi trophies, right? 2, one in 2011 and one in 2007, right? So they know how to fucking win. They've done it before. They've been there. But fucking in the last 15 fucking odd so years, it's been fucking absolute torture. It's been shitty. So they need to lay a foundation of what Giants football really is. And it's winning. It's legacy. It's things of that nature, right? Which the Giants have not had any of that shit within the last 10 years. It's been fucking horse shit. It's been fodder. It's been side quests. It's been awful. It's been terrible being a Giants fan for the last fucking 10 years. It's just piss poor play. And when you get a sliver of hope, they overpay somebody and then they fucking injure themselves and turn to shit. Now we're winning games with Tommy DeVito at the end of the season like we fucking matter.
Whatever happened to that guy? He's still there?
His mom stopped making cutlets or something. I don't know. Probably. Or like somebody in one of the aunts stopped cooking his favorite meatballs. I don't know.
Is he still on the team?
No.
Like as a backup?
No.
As a practice?
I think he signed with somebody else, but I don't know who. Yeah, I don't know who, but he signed with somebody else. Was it an East Coast team? I think it was an East Coast team, but that's my thing. Like, this move, if not any winning comes out of it, or if not any playoff success comes out of it, I think what it's going to give the Giants is a culture and something to, like, build off of. Like, that is the bare minimum for this. For this hire, is build a culture, build a foundation that if it doesn't work out with John Harbaugh and in 5 years they're like the playoff success isn't there, we're gonna fire you. At least there's a level foundation that you could build off of for the future. Because how old is he? He's quite old. He's like in his 60s or 50s.
Yeah, but he's still young enough, and he can easily, as long as he physically takes care of himself, he can do this for another 10 years.
Yeah. Which that's the hope.
I definitely think he'll bring in stability. He knows how to tap into talents. So I think he was the best option who can pull out what this young team needs.
Yep.
So Lamar and some of these other players on the Ravens, like you said, they've been around. And because of the lack of winning in the postseason, things got stale. Yep. The Giants need to get in the postseason, so they will take a few seasons of getting to the playoffs and possibly losing.
Yep. Which
but whoever the Ravens hire,
all I want is a winning season, Dress. That's all I want.
I think you'll get it. Maybe I don't know if you'll be a playoff team this year, but in the second year, I can definitely see you guys in the playoffs. But I don't know who the Ravens are going to replace him with.
Oh, Daniel put in the chat, how do you feel about him getting rumored $100 million? That's a lot of fucking money. $100 million.
That is a lot. He don't deserve that.
That's a lot of money. I think
you don't deserve. You're not Andy. He's not Andy Reid. He doesn't deserve $100 million.
You
need to stop. Full stop. I would, if I'm an owner, I'm not paying a fucking head coach that type of money if he hasn't won a Super Bowl in the last 5 years. not since 2012. Especially like Stephen A. said, you had Lamar and you couldn't get to the Super Bowl. I'm not paying you $100 million. What the fuck?
Yeah, like 100 mil
Come
just.
on. No, I need that money to hire to friggin' to pay some of these
Yeah,
players.
100 mil sounds
Fuck
crazy. I,
that.
I
I
don't
don't.
think he's getting that money. I think he might get like $10 million a year, or maybe 12, maybe. But he's not getting
I think
fucking
he'll get
20.
more than that. Maybe he'll get that a year. That's not his overall
Oh no,
contract.
no, no, I'm talking about a year, like 12 mil a year,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
probably something like that. And then the coach, hires fucking bringing his guys, which I do like some of the like hires that John Harbaugh has made as like offensive or defensive coordinators have gone on to be good head coaches. Like Mike McDonald is one of the more recent ones. He's leading the Seahawks to the first seed and potentially a win this Saturday or Sunday. I forgot when the game is against the Seahawks, like against the 49ers, excuse me. So, and Daniel goes, there is going to be a ton of expectations put on him. Yeah, of course. You're in New York. It's expectation galore. Like what have you done for me lately, bro? Within the last 6 months, what have you done for me, bro? And if you haven't done shit, then they're going to talk about it. You know, the NFL is a fucking telenovela. It's 18 weeks of cinema. Every week is its own book. Every week is its own season where you can kind of write a narrative or change a narrative if you have a couple good weeks in a row, right? You can kind of have the people on your side 1 week and then 2 weeks later they hate you and they want you fired. That's the NFL. So I think expectations, if he went to like a Tennessee Titans, expectations wouldn't be that high because one, the roster is just not there. It's not there. Not even close. The roster's shite. Big shite. And also, two, you're in Tennessee. Nobody cares that much besides Tennessee fans. So, people care about the Giants. A lot of people.
Yeah.
A lot of people.
Like I said, it was very simple for him to sign with the Giants. I'm sure he wasn't giving those other teams a second thought.
Yeah. And apparently, the Giants were like pursuing him super aggressively. Like, aggressive to the point where they're hitting him up every day. Like, hey, big head, where you at? Like, like you look good in that photo you just took.
I think if you're the owner and you're tired of your fucking franchise looking like shit and embarrassing themselves by trading away a major piece called Saquon Barkley,
Well. You know what?
I would.
They didn't trade him. They let him walk. That's even
They
worse.
let him walk,
That's even
which
worse.
is that's worse. That's where, and I think yeah. Why would I give these other franchises a chance? I got the fucking bread to pay this guy.
Yep.
We are the like he's a if he's considered one of the top coaches, what is a more like even if with bad recent playing history,
Yeah.
you want to live in it's New York City.
Yeah. It's nice. It's nice.
It's for the grade A.
Yeah. Nice. Get a nice little home in New Jersey.
He wants a big stage. He wants a big stage.
Yeah.
Without a doubt, he wants a big stage, and New York's the perfect place for that.
And Baltimore wasn't no fucking small stage, right? Baltimore's a big fucking stage.
No, that's right there. Look, it's a DC team. The DMV area. It's very large, and it's very it's got its own grade A shit down there. Even though he played for Baltimore, but still, like I said, it's not that far from DC. He's used to the finer things.
And let's not forget, they've made it to, divisionals and AFC championship games before. They just never made it to Super Bowl.
Yeah, they've been a playoff team. That's why it's, kind of people are still kind of taken aback that he was fired. Like, you guys have been in the playoffs, except for this year.
Let me tell you, he was winning games with Tyler Huntley. I think Jackson Dart could do a little bit better. Respectfully. So, do we want to listen to more of Stephen A? Or I think we were good.
I forgot he was even on.
Me too.
Totally.
I forgot.
No, that was just his reaction.
Yeah.
Was that he was just like.
He was like, meh.
He had more of a reason, but it was just very like he's just playing the contrarian.
Yeah, I feel like on these like shows, like when I see them like in like clips, I feel like like, do you really disagree? You don't really disagree. You know what I'm saying?
Well, you have to remember, that these people are getting paid to have it's a debate show. So everybody can't agree on the same thing. You can have three of them agree, but all four co-hosts can't agree. Someone has to be they can probably agree on their pick, but they can't agree on the path how they get there. So
Mm.
that's not comp, that's you know. So no, so if there's one person who's going to be solely against it, it's Stephen A.
But Jess, he wasn't
So and
solely
he's
against it. He thought, yeah, it's cool. It's alright.
no,
That's
not
literally
solely,
what he
but
said.
he's the okay, but he was the only one. I meant solely be by himself in the
Yeah.
differing opinion.
Son
And he's
really,
not half as excited.
he really hit us with the, yeah, it's cool. Like, he alright. You know what I'm saying?
I
Like,
think he's sour from the Steelers game. You know
maybe a
that
little
because
bit.
he's a Steelers fan,
Yes, he is.
and they just and his boy Tom stepped down,
Yes.
and
Which is also crazy. I was calling it, bro. I was like, yo, they gotta fire him. But he stepped down.
well, they didn't fire him. He stepped down.
Which, you know what I think was? They're like, listen. Tomlin was like, listen. Steelers have given me everything. You guys have made my life. Like, I love this organization. I love the owners. I love everybody in this building. I'm going to do y'all solid. Don't fire me. I'll step down. Somebody got to trade for me. You get a pick back for me. Somebody would trade a first-round pick for me.
Well,
Somebody would trade a
first let's see
second-round
if
pick
that's
for
what
me.
actually happens, because he may take off a break like Sean Payton did a few years before getting back into coaching. But I honestly think it's not even that
But the Broncos had to
sentimental.
trade
I
for him.
feel like, yeah, but he still didn't still didn't coach right away after he left the Saints.
That's all right. It's fine.
But
He'll come back. He'll come back.
I think for him to have stepped down right after that game, he had already made up his mind that he was leaving after the season.
Probably.
He
And
probably
was like, listen.
look. Let's not be naive. He's probably like, of course I will focus on this season, but if I can't get it done with Aaron Rodgers, before they do finally get pressured into firing me, if we lose again in the first round, I'm most likely going to step down. I'll see how the season goes, what the noise is like.
Mm-hmm.
And it did not end well. So he was not going to make himself suffer and make anyone else. He wasn't going to give that satisfaction where you guys get to debate my future. I'm going to let you know right now, I am not coaching. So the Steelers are completely free now to get whoever they need to get, and the media doesn't have to worry about what I'm doing. I'm not coaching right now.
And you know what? The organization is like such like I feel like Tomlin and the organization have such a good relationship to where they you know what, the organization may have been like, yeah, we love you, Tom. Like, why would we get rid of you? Like, we love you. Like, you are the guy. Like, you are our guy. You've never lost the fucking season ever. Like, we love this consistency. And then he's like, but like, come on, like, this team ain't get it done. I ain't get it done the last 6, 7, 8 years. Like, come on, bro. I think I got a little break. Cause 20 seasons of doing anything, 20 years of doing anything, that's burnout. Might have been a little burned out. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, wants another one. I want a new scenery. He probably wants, everything is so old there.
Mm-hmm.
What is it like? God bless Pittsburgh and all that stuff, but it's like,
Yeah.
where is the spark? Where, like, where it's, I don't know. He got bored,
It could also
He
be
needs, like you said, 20 years. Look, everyone, look, Tom Brady left after 20 years.
Yeah.
And, I mean,
He was the fucking man.
Rodgers played, what, 18 years for the Packers? He left. So
Mhm.
after a while, yeah, sometimes you're like, it don't matter how much I love or respect. I got to get the fuck out of here. It's just not
Mhm.
working. Especially when it's almost a mutual thing where both sides are like, yeah, it's not really working anymore.
Yeah. He probably wants to, like, it's like when people in like a marriage leave after like a long time, when they've been married a long time, they kind of want to feel that that like new burning, like that new desire from somebody else. Like, they want to feel like
Well, they're
wanted.
missing passion. They're bored.
Yeah.
They're
Maybe,
missing adventure.
maybe a
They're
little
missing
bored.
new. They're missing, like, they want something else.
Mhm.
The mundane has gotten boring.
Yeah, yeah. which brings me into our next topic. So do you know who Christy Sarah is?
No, but I've been seeing this name out of nowhere now.
All right,
Like I have no
so
idea who she is.
she
She's making out with someone. I saw that.
no, the
Or
the
her exes.
X making it. So let me run you down. I got you, girl. Let me run you down. All right. This is the tea. This is casual tea. All right. So the lady Christy is like a social media influencer, makes like family lifestyle type of content where she does like kooky shit. Right. She like wears like famous like brand high heels and then she'll just do backflips in them and like jump off the wall in them and like tippity tappity all over the floor. And then her which is now her former, which is her ex-husband, but in the moment husband would fucking come into the room and be like, ah, like fucking laugh like that pretty much. And I did that very accurately. So if people watching this, you know how fucking that's how he would laugh every single time. It was so fucking annoying, but made for good content, and they got a lot of views. Probably made a lot of money off that. Her and her man decided to split. He put out a post saying, "Look, at the end of 2025, I wanted to like separate with her. I didn't want to be in the relationship anymore or marriage," and he told her that, and then he decided to go cheat, and then she divorced him. So that's where we are now, okay? And people were like, "Oh, I'm not saying that cheating is good or whatever, but I could see why he left her. He probably got tired of all her antics on social media. Probably just got tired of everything." And I'm like, okay, which he could
Maybe
be
he just wasn't happy.
He could be, he could be tired and not happy. You know what I'm saying? Like that's fine. But come on, bro. Why you got cheat, bro? Come on, bro.
Well, he was making out with someone at some club.
I got you right now, girl. Girl, I got you right now, fool. Oh, that's Cam Newton. There we go. We're gonna talk about Cam Newton in a little bit. I got you right now. I got you. Let me pull it up. Pull it up. Chat. Pulling it up. Let me go over here. There we go. All right. Can you see it, Jess?
Wait.
Open it up. Look at that.
Yeah.
So that, yo, first off, I'm not going to lie.
Got spotted deep makeout session following.
I'm not going to lie.
He may be going through a midlife crisis.
I'm not going to lie, Jess. Doing this in a public setting is trashy. Trash.
It is, because you're an adult.
Right?
And you need to handle your shit better. I'm sorry.
Like, first off, it's not even like they're standing up. He's seated. She's sitting on top of. That's great in a restaurant, bar, whatever, club.
Look,
That's crazy.
He's feeling. This is what I'm saying. He's probably going through a midlife crisis because this is something 20-something-year-olds do.
Right.
30-year-olds. You can make out with your partner in public. You can, but in this situation, everyone knows your business.
Mm-hmm.
So you're sort of like that. You're also doing this to kind of get back at her, to like be spiteful about it, which is some immature shit. Because if you're making out with this girl in the club, you can take her back home and make out with her. Or you can take her in the back somewhere where it's private. But you're doing this in public, maybe intentionally or subconsciously, because she's going to see it.
Yeah.
But it is kind of tacky.
And you know what's funny?
Because of the situation.
He was just in her Instagram comments from a picture she posted like 2 days ago. And then he there with a random lady, which is probably the one that, he was, the alleged cheating.
Look, I don't know this guy. I've never heard of these people.
Yeah.
But obviously, he was probably unhappy for a long time. And you don't have to cheat to exit a marriage. Sometimes that's the easy way out, which ends up creating a mess.
Mm-hmm.
But you can just leave. You don't have to do the worst to get out. That's it's like at this point you're being vicious because you could have just filed for papers and left.
Yeah.
Make an official separation. And then you move on. But this is sort of scumbaggish, considering the circumstances.
Yeah,
But she may not give a fuck,
she may not.
to be honest,
She may
because
not.
he's doing this. Like I said, this is also a way to spite her.
Yeah.
So, but if you have to spite, if you have to do something like this to piss her off, because if it's like, well, what did she do to make you feel so that you have to be this way?
Mm-hmm.
They probably have been fighting for years, and yes, years.
Yeah.
Um,
And Jess, you want to know another tidbit of information that might help you? They have been, I guess, like with each other or together like they knew each other like when they were like children, and then they were like they like went to the same high school and stuff. So they were like kind of, I guess they were with each
they're
other
lifetime partners.
like yeah, since they were 14 years old.
So then you know something, then this is not over. People like that, they'll find a way to be back together. When you know someone since childhood,
Well, listen,
when you know someone since listen, people are toxic and they will stay in each other's lives for the simple fact that you've known this person since childhood. You can't get like they are so embedded. You know, it'll take years for them to officially be like, I officially don't fuck with you anymore. It took you years to break up. It's gonna take you years to finally be like, you know what? Especially if they're sharing children. Do they share kids?
they have 2 kids.
They're not going nowhere. They're not going nowhere. So this girl who's lip locking with him now, don't be surprised, homegirl, if you find out he still goes over to Sarah's house to sleep over. And it's not just for the kids.
Girl. Girl.
Because this is sloppy.
It
If it
really
ended
is.
neatly, if he had the separation and then the divorce and then you making out with people in public, that's a cleaner break. But you out here being a hot mess now.
Yeah.
That's some teen. Y'all ain't done. You ain't nowhere near done.
Nope.
You don't turn that switch off unless you genuinely have come to the point where you hate this person.
Mhm. Yeah. It's just like, bro, like I'm 24, right? I'm a young man. Young adult man.
You're
Right.
such a baby.
And it's like I'm not doing that shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just not doing that in
No, I don't
public.
look.
That's
I'll
crazy.
level. I don't think there's anything wrong with people showing PDA, but when you know the circumstances, it makes you wonder, what's the mission behind this? What is the point? People make out, Lewis. They do. If you live long enough, you don't go out a lot, so you don't see
No,
it.
of course they do.
But
I would just find that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
well, it's not your forte.
find a
But
private
other people,
corner.
they
You know what
like
I'm saying?
that. They
Find a dark
they
alleyway
like
or something.
making
I
out in
don't know.
public, and it's usually done like in the dark at a club or at a bar. You don't really see that at restaurants.
That was crazy.
Shopping,
That was crazy.
maybe in the movies, but like stuff like that happens when you have a few drinks in your system.
Yeah.
And you want to get like,
Get a little
that's when
loose.
that happens.
Yeah. Yeah.
But no, I wish them both the best. Oh, fuck.
It's a little messy. And somebody in the comments was like, listen, if that was me and I knew my girl since I was 14 and I just got sent divorce papers, I'd probably be doing that too. And I'm like,
Wait, she sent him divorce papers or he sent her divorce papers?
She filed for divorce.
So this is probably why he's. But if if he wanted to break up with her, why is he?
She filed for divorce after she found out, and he told her
Oh,
that
for
he
the
cheated,
cheating.
for cheating. And she said that in the filing, she was like, there's no like chances for like reconciliation, like none of that.
Yeah, because like I said, they had probably been upset with each other for a very long time,
And
and
then you
that
do this
she's not
shit.
going to stand by. She's not going to be married to you if you're going to cheat.
Yeah.
But it's like, bro, why cheat when you could have just left?
Right. That's such a
Because I honestly,
weird
so we
concept.
because I believe when men are truly done with the woman, they're going to divorce you Not just cheat. They're going to initiate the divorce.
Yeah.
They are going to be like, I don't want, like, no, it's over. But it's like, but you're cheating, but you didn't want a divorce. You didn't want to file for the divorce first.
Right. Because he said he wanted to separate. That doesn't mean divorce. Or maybe that does mean.
No, but separation leads into divorce.
So did he
And
like want to
he
break?
probably wanted to separate to give himself the hall pass to go out and fuck these other bitches. So he wanted to separate. When she's like, no, nigga, we could just fucking get divorced.
Yeah.
If you're gonna cheat,
Oh, Jess. Oh, you fucking cracked the code. Yo, you're so smart, Jess.
you're so
You're
dumb.
so smart. No, because you're so right. He literally was like, yeah, let's separate. Why didn't you say divorce? Oh, because you just wanted to come back home to her, didn't you? You fucking shitty man. You awful guy.
That's what I'm saying.
You
Men
wanted to
who-
do your dirt and still come back home and then leave footprints of your dirt in the crib. You're crazy. You're crazy. And you
That's
thought
what
that
men
shit was
do.
good. And you know what he did? He told her. He felt bad. He was like, yeah, I cheated. And then she was like, oh, you did? All right, going to my lawyer. Yes, hi. Yeah, I would like to file for divorce. Like, yeah, let's make that
But
call.
also, it costs men to divorce. So he's probably trying to, like, I want it to be over, but if I divorce, then I'm at mercy of, like, child support, out, whatever it is.
Mhm.
But it's like, now that you've cheated on her, bro, it's on her side.
Yeah.
She can get you for whatever the fuck she wants to get you. But I don't know.
Unless they signed
She's the
unless
influencer,
they
then she's
did
the
a
one who made
great
the money.
prenup. Whew, that brother getting taken to the cleaners.
20 years ago, were they rich and famous? There's probably no prenup.
No, but you could sign a prenup at like any time, or like post
Who the fuck is gonna do that? Then
nuptial.
you're asking for a divorce right there. You're not gonna marry me 10 years and then I get big and now we should have a fucking prenup.
Yeah.
Oh hell no, hell no.
Yeah.
Why you think Jeff Bezos' ex-wife was able to walk away with half the fortune? Because there was no prenup when they fucking made the company. They were already married for a very long time with her family, so she was entitled, truly entitled to half the dough.
Did you marry Jeff Bezos? If so, you may be entitled for compensation.
But that new one he got, oh, he made her sign every type of prenup there was. She not getting nothing when they divorce. He probably gonna leave her a nice little side piece, but she don't get nothing. He's not stupid. You think I'm gonna let you walk away with $40 billion, bitch? What? Your pussy ain't that good.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Nah, she
I
got
sound
the
like
first
the
40
guy
billion
now.
because she was
Jeez.
here.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, that guy sucks. Yeah, this is an awful guy. Like I don't know about you, Jess, but I surround myself with great guys around me. Like Daniel,
People
He's a
are
great guy.
flawed. Okay,
great guy.
people are flawed,
We are flawed.
and some people just need to grow up. But
But,
this is not abnormal. Couples do this to themselves all the time. All the time.
It's kind of like he literally was like, "Oh, so you're not going to like give me what I want? Bet." And just like did it anyway, then felt bad and then told her. Or like maybe he didn't feel bad, but he was just honest. Like, yeah, I was
It sounds like they were having a messy breakup.
yeah.
They've been breaking up over the last 5 years, probably.
Yeah. And people kind of like attributed to like how she be doing like this video lifestyle content, and like you could see in some of the videos where he just looks at her and he's like, ugh. like what we're doing this now? Like, ugh.
Yeah, he probably may have not been into it, but if they were making profit from that, that's why you can never say don't do it. But if she's bringing in money,
A lot. A lot. She's getting like
I
flown out
mean-
to places. She's getting dressed up by like designers, famous designers. Like brand deals were
yeah, and
stupid.
he got to benefit
like,
from all that. Their kids get to benefit. Yeah, he wasn't. That's why he didn't want to. That's why he did not want to file for a divorce first, because he would be opting out of this lifestyle
mhm.
that they created.
But he also isn't like he makes money. He's a like private chef for like
Yeah, I'm sure he makes good
he
money.
makes good money. So he's not strapped for cash. Let me tell you
But
that.
2 incomes are better than one.
And that second income was a lot. A lot of money. A lot. He wants to live that bachelor life. Listen, when you've been with somebody since you're 14, he wants to live that bachelor life that he never got to live. He's just like 20 some years and 2 kids too late. So
that's why I said he's in a midlife crisis.
yeah, like
you know,
you doing kissing.
I wasted my youth.
Like you're doing something
Shut
that
up.
that we would expect 18-year-olds to be at a restaurant doing stuff like that. We don't expect a 30-some-year-old to do that. We're like, have some decorum. You know what I'm saying? Like, have some fucking class. Right? Like, go home and do that. Like, you know what I mean? Like, have some class about it. But no, you know what I'm starting to realize, Jess? A lot of people don't have class. A lot.
No.
Money don't buy
They don't have
class.
class.
Not at all.
No.
Dirty individual.
No. Listen, I used to work at this. I don't know if you ever heard of Barney's. It was a high-end retail store in the city.
think
No,
I've
you
heard
don't
of it.
remember. You're too young for
Maybe.
it. But anyway, it was
Purple
a place
dinosaur?
where the
Barney?
no, not the so stupid. It was Barney's something, but it was a high-end retail store
Mhm.
that the rich and the famous would shop at. Beyonce, Jay-Z shopped there. People from all over the world, but you had to have money to shop there. No regular person is walking into Barney's unless the shit's on like a 75% off clearance. You're not going in there to, you if you're buying something, you got it. The bathrooms, there was a few I forgot how many stories the store. It was like maybe 3 or 4 stories. The bathrooms were very pretty how they did the bathrooms. They were always a nasty mess. And that's the first time when I realized, I was like, oh, the rich are nasty. The regular public don't just to come in here to use the bathroom. Regular customers come in here and y'all are nasty. Rich people are nasty.
Money don't buy
Especially if
manners.
they were born
though.
and raised filthy rich, born and raised with a spoon in their mouth. They probably don't shower themselves on some real shit. And that's not a diss. That's just probably facts. Like, rich, a lot of them are just nasty when it comes to hygiene.
Oh, here's Beanish. Clock it, girl. We just talked about how Desmond Scott is an awful guy. Rich people ain't shit.
What was your other topic?
Without their money. They aren't anything without. Obviously, they would be like super deplorable. They would be more deplorable without the money, because then they can't hide their their imperfections and stuff. And my next topic was there was a clip. It was with Cam Newton. Yo, one thing I do want to say about Cam Newton is that he may sound dumb sometimes.
But what was it about?
It's just a funny thing that I wanted to show you. It's just funny. I got you right now. Watch this. You ready for this? I got you. Okay, let me go over here. Let me share my screen. So this was during his podcast with a woman by the name of Lady London. I don't know who this woman is. I think she's a rapper. Apparently, she's an artist, right? And there was.
And my brother the other day was like, "Wait, is that his hair coming out of the hat?"
It is.
Like how his dreads come out the top of the hat.
It is his hair coming out of the hat sometimes. This one, I don't think his hair is coming out of. No, it doesn't.
No,
The top is closed.
But what is it?
It's So they were talking, right? And she goes to him and she says, "Okay, describe your sense of style." Right? And use adjective. Use an adjective. That's an adjective, right? Okay. So here we go. Let me refresh and then hit him with this right here.
Style in one word. That's an adjective.
Can I use a word that I've already used?
Sure, of course.
Eclectic.
Say it again.
Eclectic.
It's eclectic.
Well, the heavy on the N because
There's no N in it.
No. It's my word.
Oh, let's unpack this. Okay, got it.
Yeah.
It's your word.
Eclectic.
Spell it for me.
Nclecta.
Okay.
Eclectic.
Eclectic.
Do you want to know what the N stand for?
Niggatry. Am I right? Okay. Respectfully.
You see where I was going?
Let that
Yeah.
be. Great. I learned a new word. We got to hit up Webster,
No, we ain't got to hit up nobody.
Oxford, nobody.
Why would we do that? Do they relate to us?
I'm pretty big on words. It's kind of how I make my money, but I don't know.
Yeah, that's cool, but you just use people that...
Well, how would you describe your style in one word? That's an adjective.
Can I use a word that I've already used?
Sure, of course.
Eclectic.
Say it again.
Eclectic.
It's eclectic.
Well, the heavy on the N because...
There's no N in it.
No. It's my word.
Oh, let's unpack this. Okay, got it. It's your word.
Eclectic.
Spell it for me.
N-C-L-E-C-T-A.
Okay.
Eclectic.
Eclectic.
Do you want to know what the N stand for?
Niggatry. Am I right? Okay. Respectfully.
Oh, Jess. Son, Jess. When I saw
You know, he's lucky he makes good content.
Son, Jess. He's gotta be trolling. He's trolling.
No, that man is serious.
No way. Jess, you can't be. Jess, he can't be, Jess. He can't. No way
Maybe
he
he
can.
is.
Jess.
Maybe he is.
Listen. Eclectic. You know what's funny? When you heard the word, you thought he said eclectic. And you were like, oh, yeah, I would describe his style like that. And then
he said eclectic.
And then she's like, huh? No, baby. It's eclectic. And he's like, no. It's eclectic. It's my own word. Apparently in this interview, it was like so funny. He was like, people are saying he was just chatting a bunch of gibberish where he was like comparing himself to like Kanye West and like she asked him a question and he was like, I am God. I'm like, huh? What? Like something crazy like that, bro.
Yeah. Well, what's that next clip? Is it the same clip?
This one? No, it's just the word that.
No, the one go down.
This
I
one?
see the.
This one right here.
Yeah. Which one is that?
Let's talk about education.
Mm-hmm.
So
is that a secret weapon for you, or is that something that you are forced to kind of shun? And I can explain both.
No, I embrace everything that is a part of me. I will never.
Yeah. So this isn't the clip I'm talking about, but.
No, but I want to hear it.
Okay. My bad.
What are they talking about?
Not downfall, but you know, like just it is what it is. I'm proud of my education. It's a big thing for me. It's a big thing for my family. And it'll be a big thing for the family that I create as well. It's just, I think our goal as a people is to educate and to be educated. And it doesn't always have to be related to college or actually collegiate education. I don't think education goes hand in hand with schooling, because what I've learned in my environment has definitely gave me better tools to navigate my life rather than school. But I think the more you know, the more you can navigate, and the better off you are.
Let's talk about education.
Hold on, chat.
Is that a secret weapon?
Oh, shit.
I was.
You came home early?
Not by my own choice.
He's here.
What happened?
He's here.
So company policy is
You going over 40 hours?
Because I'm a part-timer. I'm
They
required.
don't let you go over 30 hours.
I'm required to stick to my schedule. Now, I've been going close to 40 hours almost every week, as you guys know, for the past month. But January is considered a slow period for the company. So and it's the end of the fiscal year. So they're cutting back a lot of part-timers out, including mine.
All right.
So for the rest of this week and for the rest of January right now, my schedule is 7 to 11, unless told otherwise.
Fair enough. All right.
I'm
Good,
not
you don't need to be working till fucking 3 in the morning.
All right.
Well, I like money.
Well,
Yeah, I know.
Casual really got serious here. Let me fucking tell
Yeah,
you.
right.
Casual, guys. Let's fucking change.
No, that's the downfall. Listen,
serious
that's the
there.
downfall of retail. Is that because I just went through the same thing with with my job. That between like Christmas Eve and New Year's, our hours don't come back until like this week actually.
Oh shit! Look at this guy. Yo, I was like, cause when I opened up the Discord to just see and let the video run, I see this motherfucker in there. I'm like, oh, maybe he like accidentally clicked on and he got his phone in his pocket. Whatever. I don't know, right? Then he unmuted his mic. I'm like, oh, this motherfucker, like, is he butt dialing? Is he like sitting down and he's like chatting? No, he's like, look who's in the chat. This motherfucker, you fucking slimy motherfucker. He fucking slithered his way in and fucking hit us with an RKO. You see that shit, Jess? You see that shit? He did that shit.
Yeah, well, no, good. You can join now.
Let me.
So what are we talking about?
Let me see. We were just talking about Cam Newton. Beanish says he's such a egotistical man who thinks he's a genius. It's so cringe.
Fake.
Yeah. He's got like a weird type of CTE. You know what I mean? Like it's a little weird. Where like Cam Newton had an ego in the league. His CTE is giving him more of an ego. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, he's got high confidence level,
Which I don't
bravado.
mind. I don't mind it.
But sometimes he sounds like he's the smartest person. He's trying to be the smartest person in the room.
Yeah.
And I think that's the part that rubs the people the wrong way.
Yeah. I think that way too. Like, that's my thing. Like, Cam, it's okay. You know, when you're you know what he was, Jess? He was pretty eclectic. It's pretty eclectic. Let me tell you, Jack. Let me tell you. Also, did you see this? Let me share my screen here. There's also another news. There was Verizon got shut down apparently because of a nationwide outage. And what they did was they gave all of the people who were affected by it $20 in credit. Now, I love them. You know, $20, right? It's $20, right? $20 ain't nothing to scoff at. Like if Daniel gave me a $20 bill right now, I'd be pretty ecstatic. I'd be very happy, right? Like I'd be like, oh shit, $20. Oh yeah, that's what's up, right? But when a big corporation does it, like Verizon, people think of it as a slap in the face.
How long was the outage for?
Apparently, it was for like 4 to 5 hours. 4 to 5 hours ish.
So they're trying to credit them just for the value of the hours that you missed being connected to our network. So it's only $20.
But it's so funny because I love it when people like, but it's so funny because when big corporations give you like chump change, people are like, so like you couldn't just put that toward my next bill. You had to give me $20. Just put it towards my next bill then. Why are you giving me $20?
Well, isn't that how that's not how the credit worked? That they just didn't credit $20 off the next bill.
Apparently not. They would have to probably apply.
Just sending people $20 credit, like in a gift card.
Account credit.
Or like checks.
So maybe you can use that to pay off your balance. I guess you can use that credit to pay off maybe your.
That is stupid.
Yeah, it's a bit.
But what caused their outage?
Let me see real quick.
You know,
Verizon engineering teams are continuing to address today's service interruptions. Our team remains fully deployed and focused on the issue. We understand this might impact your day and remain committed to resolving this as quickly as possible. So service interruptions. So they service was just down. Like sometimes that shit happens.
But did it just affect their cell phone service or did this affect their Wi-Fi service too?
If it's
because they have FiOS.
If it's Verizon Wireless, it has to be phones. Probably.
It makes you wonder on a scale like, listen, even tech companies, they have issues. You know, nothing runs perfectly.
No.
But on a scale like this, you can't help but think, like, were they secretly hacked?
If you're still having trouble connecting, please restart your device, power down, and power back on. So, yeah, their phone. The phone.
Yeah, this my thing is like, how? So their phones shut off?
I think their internet just shut off. I think they weren't able to like go on like the Wi-Fi's and stuff, and weren't able to use the internet.
Yeah.
I think their
Well,
phones were fine, but like,
I feel like,
They probably were on like SOS for like a long
yeah,
time. Yeah.
yeah, I think when an outage like that happens on a massive scale, I'm always wondering, like, you sure that was like just something faulty in the system, or did someone get into your shit?
Nah, you know what
How
it
the fuck
is?
is it
They don't
nationwide?
have enough energy. It's the AI towers, bro, taking up all the water. You know what I'm saying?
No, ChatGPT, the AI shit,
Yo,
it
it's
could be
getting
amazing.
it's
It
getting
can.
yo, it
But
can
it is terrible for the
it,
environment. It
yeah,
is dangerous.
it's
And
so
you're right. Maybe it is AI sucking up the energy.
yeah. Also, Beanish said $20. I can't get a decent lunch for that. What you mean $20?
Look how many people they had to give $20 to.
speaking of lunch, I'm eating my lunch right now because I made it for work. But shit happens.
That's what I love about Daniel is that even when things in his life might be going wrong and on the negative side, he always brings it back to a positive and makes us laugh. I love you, Daniel.
You want to see the spread?
Ooh, show me the spread. It's a casual Thursday spread with Danny Boy. Chat.
How do I flip this? I can't flip this. All right, hang on. We have turkey sandwich
Based like that.
and we have store-bought egg roll,
Nice,
chicken egg
like
roll,
that. Like that shit. Like that. Jess, we like that.
and then of course
Hmm.
the water,
Water.
fully
Jess.
used by the way,
Jess.
I love the water
undrunk,
bottle.
undrunk because shit
The
happens.
water bottles look great, guys. They look great.
Little
Venus
snack.
told me that you use that every day.
Yeah, couldn't eat at 1 o'clock. I'm supposed to have my lunch, but gotta get eaten, right?
Beanish said that's more than $20 right there. so all this fucking Verizon credit, you give me $20, I can't even buy egg rolls. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just crazy, bro. Yo, these prices, bro. Inflation. When it comes to receiving credit for stuff that bad happens in like companies, you gotta inflate that price too.
I mean, I'm sure there are people who contacted them directly and probably haggled their way to get more of a credit. 'Cause you can do that.
Maybe.
It could be like it affected my business. It's not just my cell phone.
Mm-hmm.
So I lost money because I couldn't connect to your fucking service.
I'd switch to
But
T-Mobile.
yeah, the look, tech it's fragile when you think about it.
It really
It's
is.
2026, and some of the stuff that we're dealing with when it comes to technology, it's like I thought we surpassed this as a hump. Like, cause you know what I noticed when you actually talk on the phone, like when you actually talk on the phone, not a FaceTime, not a text, but like on the phone, the audio is still crap. The clarity is it's like this is why text messaging was created and emails because the phone you can still misunderstand people. You're spelling things out and people are hearing S as in Sam when you're saying F as in Frank.
They made a
You
game
get
after it.
you get calls dropped.
They made a
You
game.
get and that still happens if you're on the phone long enough. Your fucking phone call will drop. I learned that the other day when my friend called me. We spoke for like 6 hours. Our call got dropped twice. But you would
You never
think it
played
doesn't happen
telephone?
because no one's doing it, huh?
You never played telephone, the game?
Yeah, that was so. That was I hated that game.
That's why I named it telephone.
Because telephone is
People couldn't
shit.
understand shit.
Shit. There you go.
Yeah, when you say one thing, but the person heard something else. Yeah, it's that they have yet to actually make that better. They've tried, but that's why they moved it into digital because it's like you can't. How are we still having trouble on the fucking phone lines? How does the phone line still sound like shit?
Life, bro.
Like that's I don't know. What was your
Nah,
next topic?
cause I ain't gonna lie, cause like when I talk on the phone with somebody, it's either I have the worst hearing in the world or like the phone is shit. Like I don't know what it is, but I
No,
can't have that
it's
bad
not
hearing.
it's not your ear. It's the phone and the actual connection, the audio clarity. It's just like why am I having trouble hearing you?
Also, we should
Why
have
are
never
we?
moved away from landlines.
That's true. Now that you know, I feel like it's I don't we used to have a landline here, but my brother got rid of it. But I think a landline is good for giving your phone number to put on like whoever you don't want calling your personal phone. You
Hmm.
don't want bill collectors calling your personal phone. You don't want marketing to call your personal phone. The scams that are I feel like landlines can serve a purpose now.
Yeah. And
It could be a filter. Only my friends, my family, my close contacts can have my actual phone number. They can reach me anytime. But no, this company, like the gas people, like whoever I pay my electric bill to, they can't call me. And no, they have to call this number. Like if you know
um, they said that
whatever.
landlines.
Have a voicemail. We used to have voicemails that people actually used to leave messages. So have an answering machine.
Hmm, I like that. Landlines are the only way for mergers, services, major services, I guess, merges services to know exactly where you are. If you live in a building, they'll know which apartment. Emergency services. Okay. So like if you call like EMS from a landline, it knows where you are in the building, which is kind of cool.
Yeah, you used to be able to call the emergency and you don't have to tell them the address. They just know exactly, like you said, where you're calling from. But now when you're calling from a cell phone, you have to give them a location.
You can call from China, call from Russia. Why not? Yeah, but that those are all the topics that I had on my list. Jess, do you have anything interesting you saw this week that you would like to discuss or bring up? Anything in the world that you saw that you want to bring up on Casual Thursdays?
Besides all this shit that's happening to our country in the current moment, I've been going off on people on Twitter. I've been going off on
Jess,
people on
don't
Twitter.
tell me you have turned into a Twitter warrior.
No, I've always left my opinions here and there. And especially when it comes to like customer service with companies, there was a time that companies would respond to your concern on social media, but I think companies got hip to too many people knowing that and they stopped. It's not the same anymore. It's back to just like calling them and trying to get someone on the phone. They don't even fucking respond to social media posts anymore. But yeah, no, I've been just reminding people that, you
Just
support fucking
reminding.
pedophile
Just
protecting president. Shit.
just remind.
That's it.
Fair enough.
I feel like there's times to unplug and there's times you have to know get back in the game, be active, know what's going on, know what people are saying, not let it drive you crazy. I probably sound like a maniac sometimes, but you can't put a blind eye to something that's as serious as what's happening now with like ice and we're trying to buy Greenland and
Shout out to Mark
and
Ruffalo.
Shout out to Mark Ruffalo.
and
Shout out to him. Good guy.
and
Good guy.
now like going into Venezuela, it's like a lot is happening. So I feel like your voice now is a perfect time for anyone's voice. I mean, you don't want the crazies to come out, but if you have something to say, fucking say it because you may not have that right in a few years from now. So you need to say some shit. But you know what I have noticed? You know, a lot of this stuff that's happening is to keep you distracted from other things that are happening. And I notice that when I am online and I do engage with people or they engage with my post, and my stick right now is the right ring is calling for law and order and they're calling for all this stuff and compliance and obeying the law, but it's like where are the Epstein files that you guys have been promising us? You guys redacted all the names and you still haven't released all of the files. You only released 1%. So how are you demanding people to follow you as examples of law enforcement, the attorney general, the president? You guys supposed to be leading the law and you're totally disobeying it in this one particular fucking situation. And you want us to follow you in other situations? I'm supposed to pay attention to you after you guys are out here protecting the names of the redacted? Like, I don't understand. So when I say this and I engage with people, you get the responses like, well, Biden had it. They didn't release it. And I'm like, yeah, I know. I'm talking about them too. They could have released it, but Trump is in charge now. Why won't he release it now? And they say nothing. They can't fucking there's no answer. I can show you. Like once you ask that, well, who's in charge right now? Who's saying that they have power now? He's doing everything else but this. Why? And they can't respond. So it just lets you know that a lot of people have truly like drank the fucking Kool-Aid. They drank the Kool-Aid. And this is, do you guys know what Jonestown is? You guys know the story of Jonestown? Well, in the
I feel like I
70s, I think
should.
it was, huh?
I feel like I should. I feel like I've heard it before, but I don't
Oh,
remember.
I think it was in the 70s. There was this guy, Jim Jones. It was a real Jim Jones, not the rapper. But he
I ain't
ended
gonna
up
lie, I
being,
thought of the rapper. I ain't gonna lie, I thought of that
but
motherfucker.
so this guy was a preacher for some church. And he was very magnetic and he ended up getting hundreds of followers from all over the country. His movement, it became a cult. They had worshiped this guy so much. They had believed in everything he said so much. He convinced almost 1,000 people to go with him to the jungles of Guyana to create this new paradise on earth, to bring in God or to wait for whatever, to his ascendant to heaven, whatever it is. These people, like I said, over 1,000 people or about 1,000 people, took them and their families or left their families, left their jobs to go to fucking Guyana and live in the jungle. And what they were doing, they all lived in this compound where they were basically just workers. They didn't get paid for nothing. They couldn't go anywhere. There was no freedom. And by the end of it, he had convinced these fucking people, like over 700, he had convinced hundreds of people to drink this cocktail. And it was a fucking mass murder. They died. It was suicide. Few people were able to escape and to tell the story later. And some people got shot trying to escape. But he convinced all these people to drink a cocktail and that they would open their eyes in heaven and that they would be. He convinced. We are seeing in real time now how that happens. And people like who I'm talking about who can't answer this question, who but still tooth and nail defend this administration, those are those types of people that you can convince to drink poison. Literally drink poison and fucking kill yourself. So it's not like, so it's a very dire situation that there's millions of Americans that are actually for this fuckery. And it's because they have truly bought into they have, they it's a cult. Like, it's not a lie. MAGA straight up cult. Straight up cult. Like, I don't give a fuck. I don't care if you're watching, if you are mad, something's wrong, bro. Something's wrong. Like, please turn on your fucking brain. This president is outright straight up protecting the redacted names of the Epstein files. And we're just supposed to blindly act like that's not happening. Out of all the power, he's the one supposed to make America great again, but he can't arrest these people? And I'm getting tons of it's state secrets. And Epstein was a CIA agent. And they have to protect asset. They're justifying the cover up of fucking child rapist. So it's like, okay, you either have no soul or you sold yourself to the fucking devil just to belong, just to have some type of identity. It's very scary out there. Very scary. And I pray for those people. I really do. I should stop screaming at them online and just start praying for them because that's sick. That is sick.
Go off, Queen.
Until you arrest these people, I can't take you serious as a president,
Period.
attorney general, congressman, statesman. You're all fuck faces. You're all disgusting. Disgusting. And it's a shame that we have to pay our American taxpayer dollars to pay your fucking salary. It's disgusting. That's my rant. I'm sorry.
Well, so much for casual Thursdays. Like that.
You gave me the floor. You
Like
said,
that.
Jess, is there anything that's happening
And
this
I
week?
like
And I had
it.
to say,
And
yeah.
I like it. Thank you, Jess. I needed that. But, it's an hour 20. We're gonna cut
But
it
wait,
off.
what does Daniel want to talk about?
Oh, yeah. Dan, you got anything casual you want to bring up? Anything cash? Anything super cash?
I mean, I don't know if it's, I don't know if we talked about it already because for like 40 minutes I wasn't here. But did you see Zoran Mandani's new plan for childcare? To end on like more of a positive note,
I did, yeah.
Free
how
childcare for 2-year-olds, right?
he did, yeah, free childcare for 2-year-olds, and then expanding that into 3-year-olds and pre-K,
That's fire.
and how they're starting to build that up to get free childcare for all kids in New York.
So that's fire.
Shout out.
Yo,
It's directly
Zoran the
helping.
goat.
This is stuff like this directly helps citizens. Because yo, if you put I used to work at a daycare and they're not cheap. It's not cheap. It's a fucking mortgage to put a mortgage. Your daycare could be more than the rent you pay in New York City. That's how crazy daycare is. So to make it free for 2-year-olds, because some people wait until pre-K, until 3, when they're 3 and 4, because that's when it's free, universal pre-K for 3 and 4-year-olds. You have to keep your kid at home or someone else watches them because you can't afford the daycare yet. So for him to make it free and have the governor on board, that's the more important thing, that it's officially approved and that they are able to spend the tax dollars on this. So that's something, and the more he does this shit, you're going to find a lot more people talking about socialism. A lot more people going to be like, socialism means I can get help from the fucking government? You mean my tax dollars can come back to me? Oh shit. Oh shit. So shout out to Zoran, who I wasn't going to vote for, but I was convinced. So shout out to him. Don't fuck up on us. Don't turn into a fucking Trump. Don't turn into a Cuomo. Don't turn into a liar. Don't turn into Eric Adams. Don't turn into none of those people. Please step down before you do any fuckboy bullshit. Please.
Shout out to my guy, bro. He's always out on the street, and within like a week, he made this happen. Like that's pretty.
He was with the nurses at their strike. Said
Which,
straight up, these hospitals are making bank.
yo, that's
They're not
fire.
fucking.
Like, you think Cuomo or Mayor Adams would be there? Hell no.
No, because
Hell
they're
no.
taking donations from the insurance companies.
Mm-hmm.
Cuomo would be caught dead saying no to fucking donations like that.
Mm-hmm.
Zoran, who's, I don't know who his donors were, if he took massive donations. The progressive Democrats have tried to stay away from large donations from corporations and big lobbyists. So he can't, so he's not bought like that. He can stand there with nurses because he's like, what the insurance company gonna tell me?
And you know what? You know what I like about Zoran is that he always keeps it about New Yorkers. Always, like in every single speech, in every sentence, it's always brought back to these are the people who fucking work and live in New York City. We should probably take care of them. Probably.
Well, yeah, because Eric Adams clearly wanted to do some crook shit behind closed doors. He was not really for New Yorkers. He was just there for the vibe.
Right, Daniel? You obviously pay the 6'5.5" nurse. You obviously pay the 6'5.5". You obviously.
You obviously give free childcare. Obviously.
You
Parents
obviously.
of 4 and 6-year-olds. Obviously.
Now, as long as he keeps doing things like this, he's gonna be our mayor for a very long time. And as long as Kathy Hochul gets with the fucking program. One thing I will say about the right about the right side, they got over their establishment. They got over being lied to from a bunch of suits. You said you're for me, but you keep doing everything else. And that's how they were able to get wrapped up into something like MAGA. They're fed up. And I feel like Democrats, if you don't want extremists in your party, you need to start actually doing things to help your base, to help the working class, to help the working poor. That's how you get to stay. And that's why you get the votes. And I think Kathy, she's getting smart, because at first she didn't want to support Zoran either. But when she saw that the wave came for him, and his ass is in the socialist for New York City mayor where there's Wall Street, what? That was a good feat. So she's not stupid. She wants to be governor again. That's why she's sending out those checks. She's helping with this, and she's kind of playing both sides because she's for the congestion pricing. So she's also she's finding ways to help the state and the city to get more revenue, but also help the citizens who are living in the state and the city. So She's taken. Don't get stupid, Kathy.
Period.
Don't get stingy now.
Period.
You're trying to move in the right direction. Keep going there.
All right. Well, that's gonna do it for Casual Thursdays, guys. There we go. And now that I know that Daniel might be joining us for Casual Tuesdays and Thursdays, you might just get a random pop up from him. Maybe if we do it late enough, we might get a random pop up.
Or we can wait for him to come home.
Where I'm not waiting till 11. I'm not doing that shit.
But you don't work on Friday.
Oh,
I'm tired. Anyway,
take a nap when you get home.
No, but if we happen to wait, then if he pops in, he pops in. Okay. Thank you very much.
it will be unannounced.
It'll be unannounced. He popped up like a fucking like the Undertaker in the ring. The lights go out. You know what I'm saying? Like something like that. But thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you guys in the chat. Appreciate you. Daniel was in the chat. And shout out to Beach in the chat.
We're going to drop the link to the social media so you guys can go there.
You guys can go there. TikTok, Instagram. Follow.
What is it? The Get Back Sports?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the Get Back Sports on Instagram and TikTok. So there you go. Thank you guys so much. And take care. Peace out, everyone.